Welcome back to Jay All Day, everyone. Today we're going to talk about the interim heavyweight title fight between Sergei Pavlovich and Tom Aspinall. Aspinall 6'5", Pavlovich 6'3". They're both going to weigh in around 260 pounds. There's not a big size difference, but their styles are very different. I want to talk about who I think is going to win this fight and why. Sergei Pavlovich has been great in his UFC run. He only has one loss. That was to Alistair Overeem in his first UFC fight. The next 6 fights, all wins, all KOs. Let's take a look at some of these fights. First, I want to talk about Sergei Pavlovich's last 3 fights: Derek Lewis, Tai Tuivasa, and Curtis Blades. The first 2, Derek Lewis and Tai Tuivasa, have zero ground game whatsoever. They don't want to get on the ground. They want to just stand and bang it out. It's not a great style, especially when you're fighting Sergei Pavlovich. Sergei Pavlovich's last fight was against Curtis Blades. I think a lot of us thought when that fight got booked that Blades was going to do a lot of wrestling, but he didn't at all. He was finding a little bit of success against Pavlovich with the right hand early in the fight. He kept landing shots. Pavlovich is very hittable, and he fell in love with getting in a brawl with Pavlovich, and we saw how that ended up. He didn't shoot a shot until Pavlovich already cracked him and he was desperate. He was on, in the shadow realms diving for legs, and then Pavlovich just threw him to the ground and beat the brakes off him on the ground and got the KO stoppage. Pavlovich's only loss in the UFC was to Alistair Overeem. And in that fight, Pavlovich got cracked and thrown to the ground, and Overeem followed him to the ground, and Pavlovich had no ground game at all whatsoever. Once Pavlovich was on his back, he had no real way to get up. He wasn't going to a hip. He wasn't trying to push the hips off. He didn't do anything on the ground, and Overeem was able to kind of control him on the ground a little bit in that fight, guys. So that's why I think Tom Aspinall wins this fight, if he fights smart. If Tom Aspinall can get through the first couple minutes of the fight and shoot an actual shot and take Pavlovich down, he's going to win this fight by submission, maybe in the first round. But he's got to survive those first onslaughts by Pavlovich. Pavlovich knows that Aspinall's ground game is way better than him, so he's going to come out blazing. So if I'm Tom Aspinall, I'm sitting southpaw, I'm waiting for that right hand to come, dip that shit, duck under it, double leg takedown, and take Pavlovich down to the ground. You want him to slow down a little bit, man. You want those muscles to fill up with blood, trying to get up, and you get exasperated and get tired, because he won't be as powerful in the second and third rounds. And maybe if it gets to the championships rounds, well, I don't think. It's scheduled for 5 rounds, but I don't see any chance of it getting there. I think Tom Aspinall is going to fight smart. He even said that to Ariel Helwani, that he's going to win this fight because he's going to fight smart. Curtis Blades fought like a dipshit, and he lost. You're an elite wrestler, dude. Take this guy down. Why are you trying to stand and bang with him? And that's why he got KO'd. I think Tom Aspinall is way too smart to just get in a brawl with Pavlovich. I think he's going to use his fight IQ and take Pavlovich to the ground. It's crazy to even say, but Tom Aspinall currently has 100% takedown accuracy. He's never failed on a shot in the UFC. So look for Tom Aspinall to take this fight to the ground, work for a submission, whether it be an armbar or get around the neck and choke him out. But I think Tom Aspinall is going to win by submission in the first round. Let me know in the comments below, guys. Who do you think is going to win this fight? Am I crazy to think Aspinall is going to win this early? I hope Aspinall doesn't try to trade with him, because that could get dicey. But I think if he takes him down, he's going to get that sub. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.